Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Gladys from Gladys Creations, and today we're going to be doing a collaboration called What Would You Make collaboration. Okay, and I'll get more into detail with that. I just wanted to take a moment here to let you know that I had a little bit of complications with the video, and I'm going to let you know when I get to the parts what I did differently. Okay, so let's get on with the project, and then we'll talk later on about the collaboration. Here I have some Jenga blocks. Okay, and everybody always works with the white ones, right? So but not me. Today we're gonna work with the brown ones. Okay, nobody ever shows you anything with the brown ones. They always use the white ones. So we're going to use the brown ones because I have a whole bin full of them, okay? Now, I'm going to give you a total amount here as we go, okay? Here, we're going to start with 4, okay? And we're going to do them in L shapes. We're going to use my L square, okay, to help keep it together. And I also take a rag to clean the excess off because I don't like all that excess glue on there, because then you see it in the paint work later. All right, and there I pitch it around, and then I add the 2 L's, okay, and I always paint at the ends of them. I never paint the long, put the glue on the long side, because then you have like excess glue. See how I did it there again? I put 2 of them together, okay, and then I added them to the squares where it goes right where the connections are, okay, and you add those together like that, okay, and then you're making a strip of them of 5, okay, and so far it is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 20 that you need for that part that's going to be connected to there. And then as I did before, I'm going to put glue on the ends. You see that? I never put it on the long part. And here I pitch it around. Now this is where I had complications. You see how I have 2 of the stars made, okay, and I keep shifting it around? I don't even end up using it because no matter what I did, it would not line up with the 5 Jenga blocks that I did long ways tall, and it kept falling apart and making it break when I would force it together, and I just gave in. So then I used this square for the bottom part instead, okay, and that's a Dollar Tree square, okay, wood plaque. And what I did was I put a spackle in the holes. Then here I have some pumpkin slices that I got on Amazon. It was a pack of 6 of them, and this is the medium-sized ones. I painted them with buttermilk. And then here I ran out of burnt umber, so I used the brown oxide instead. And actually it came out really good. Here I'm going to just show you me dry brushing the shape of the pumpkin to give it dimension. You see how it gave it dimension? And I'm going to do that all around the edges. And then I'm going to do that in the back and the front of them. All right. And then here I painted the stem brown with the brown oxide again. All right. And I do that on both sides. Okay. Because you might be able to see the pumpkin. Well, you do see the pumpkin on the back side. So I want it to look finished and I want it to look nice. Then I take this green and I put a little bit of the green in there, because stems aren't completely brown. They have a little bit of green to them, because when you get them, they are technically like a dark green, and then they start turning brown later on as they get more ripe. Okay, and then here I'm taking glass Mod Podge. After I brown speckled, I forgot I had speckle painted them too. Okay, I forgot to tell you that that's what I did before. And then I I put some Mod Podge on there, the high gloss, because we're gonna Mod Podge these pictures. One is of a log cabin with pumpkins in the front, you know, nighttime scene, a fall scene, nice, cozy, comfortable, right? And this side is gonna be like a reversible sign, like not a reversible, but a double-sided lantern kind of thing. Okay, and I wanted to have two different sides. One side for fall and one side for Halloween. So here I'm going to show you. There goes the Halloween picture. All right, I'm not going to show you me cutting that out. All right. Then here I take parchment paper and I iron that on. Now, here the cabin house gets a little bit foggy. And I think it's because when I did my clear coat paint, I did it twice because it didn't look like I coated. So you see how it got a little bit foggy and the parchment paper started sticking to it. But that's okay because later on, I'm going to take the whole thing, the whole project, and spray it down before I do the florals, and it goes away, okay, that fogginess. Now here, I take my buttermilk and blend in the edges to the picture, to the pumpkin, so it looks like the picture was painted on, okay? I like to do that a lot. It makes it look really nice. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Now I'm yawning. First I was coughing. Now I'm yawning. Yeah, I'm tired. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning because of work. So, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm not used to being up this late. So, there we go. We did that. Now I'm going to sand this down. Now, while I'm prepping to paint and start painting it, I want to tell you about the collaboration. The collaboration is called What Would You Make? And the host is Brenda from Rustic and Lace and Devyne Design. And then the guest host, her name is the Crafty Doll. They're going to be putting out a playlist with several collaborators, okay, and we're all going to be doing anything made with wood. So they're very talented creators on there. Check them out. I'm also going to have the playlist on the description box below, okay? Check it out, okay, and check out their videos. I mean, like I said, they're all very talented women, okay? Now here, after I painted it with the brown oxide, I'm dry brushing again with the buttermilk. And then I'm going to take the antique wax and I'm going to brush over with that. And I never change the stencil brush. I keep using the same stencil brush, okay? So it blends all the wood in, okay? And that's what you see all there, and I smooth everything out because I wanted to have that old, like, kind of rusty, like, farmhouse kind of look, like, almost, because of the fall scene, you know. And then here I'm going to do the same thing with the Jenga blocks that I glued together. I'm going to take that, and that's going to be the top part, okay? And I'm going to be doing the same thing, doing the dry brushing with the buttermilk and then antique wax. I'm going to do the same thing with that. And then I'm going to glue it down to the square wood piece. Okay, and remember, like I told you, I always put it at the ends of the Jenga block where I'm going to be connecting it at, okay? I never do it freehand or anything like that. Okay, so there, and there I go. I'm putting the glue on the end. See, I'm putting it on the tips, and I'm putting a little bit of hot glue so it glues fast. So for video purposes. But if you're gonna if you're gonna make this, use a straight up wood glue. That way it'll stay nicer. I did this with the hot glue because you're not going to see any of that hot glue, because I'm going to put those pumpkins in the front, and that's the next thing I'm going to do. I take it, measure it, see where I need to attach the glue, and I put glue. And also I use the hot glue. I could always, like, if I want to change it, I can take the pumpkins off and change the pumpkins and put something else if I want to, okay? All right, so here I took a piece of the styrofoam, and I carved the hole and put the lights fixtures in there. I'm not going to glue that on, because if I want to change my flowers, I'm just, I can change it. So it's going to just sit in there. Oh, and I'm feeding that line of lights into a bottle. Okay. And then I had some extra knobs there for door knobs. So I'm going to put that on there just in case, if you can see that, so it looks nice and finished. Okay. And I tilt this over, and I realized that the bottle was there and I had to take it out. So I took the bottle out, put on the Halloween side, I just took raffia, made a shoestring bow, and then there I used the thin ribbon wires that I got at Hobby Lobby. I took them and made a shoestring bow too there. Okay, and then here I'm gonna start decorating. Now I'm just gonna let you watch the video, okay, and play some music, because I really can't describe exactly what I'm putting on, but the majority of these flowers are from Hobby Lobby, except for the sunflowers. The sunflowers, I got them at a Family Dollar store by my house. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play some music while I decorate and let you watch. Okay. Enjoy. Nice piano music, huh? I love that music. It's so calming and relaxing. And then watching somebody put an arrangement together, it makes it even nicer. And there we are. We're just about almost done there. Those sunflowers are so beautiful. I really love them flowers. I got a couple different florals that I got from them over here, and they're a lot cheaper than Dollar Tree and prettier. Like I got eight of those sunflowers, of those, 8 pieces of those sunflowers. I'm sorry, and it cost me $3.97. I think it was, yeah, $3.97. So I mean, that's a good deal. And them sunflowers are huge. They're like bigger than the palm of my hand. They're really pretty, and the leaves are so pretty. And I I keep on like adding on stuff, different pieces here. Um, the majority of those leaves are from Hobby Lobby too. The only thing I think is those picks that I put with the pine cones and stuff. That I think is from Dollar Tree. But everything else is from Hobby Lobby. I've been buying my flowers from there, and like I said, at the that Family Dollar store that's from next door to my house. I said I was gonna do a walkthrough in there, and if there's anything that you like and you need, just let me know, and I can see what I can do to help you out. All right, and here's the picture. See how nice and clear it looks. And the front of the Halloween picture, I don't know if you noticed when I was moving around with some sticks in front of it. I was making a spider web on it. And here it is in the dark, and look at how pretty. Like if you're just laying there meditating. It's so nice and peaceful. I bought this rotating thing so I can show you without interrupting the video. My artwork, whatever I make, it spins around, and that way you can see it. And there goes the Halloween sign. Look at that. And you see all the spider webs and everything is so cute. I'm going to show it to you up close once it comes back around. At the bottle, it looks so pretty, all lit up. All the pretty fall flowers. There goes the cabin with all the little pumpkins and pine cones and acorns and the little flowers. Oh, it's so pretty. I really enjoyed this piece. It looks really nice up on my faux fireplace. Okay, and here, once it goes and spins around again, we're gonna come up close so you can see the picture up close, and you'll be able to see the spider webs a little bit better. And it's nice because when in person, when the light hits it, it like sparkles, like kind of. It's like really nice. Okay, so here I'm gonna start moving it forward. There it goes. And you see how it sparkles a little bit. Oh, look at the spider webs. You see them? And the little bats on the pumpkins and on the bowl. And there goes the bottle. That was some kind of liquor. I don't remember what liquor bottle that was. But I save all kinds of bottles and use them for all kinds of stuff like this. And there goes the log cabin. So pretty. Oh, it's so nice. And you see how it's not all foggy? So all you do is just spray paint it again, and you don't have to worry. And there goes those leaves. Those leaves are so beautiful. I got them at Hobby Lobby at 40% off, and I think they were like $7 or something. Came out to I think I paid like the most was $4, and it was such a big bush. It was the bush that I used on here. I only used half of it. Okay, and I still have some left. Yeah, so it's really, it's really worth it. So check out the playlist with uh, it's in the description down below, and the hosts. I put the hosts channels there. Check them out too, and the guest hosts. I also have my Cashapp there, and buy me a coffee. It really helps me. You don't have to if you can't. I understand, but if you can give any kind of donation to help with buying supplies, because I'm still not monetized and I'm not getting paid for doing this. So all this that you see here, I buy myself and I purchase, okay? And this is free. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Anytime you subscribe or you share my page or like, it helps build my channel. Okay, and the more subscribers I have, the higher chances of me getting paid. So I'm trying to reach a goal of 500 by December. So please, let your friends know, family know, spread the word, let them know about my channel. And I want to say thank you for watching, and you stay blessed and keep safe, okay? See you on the next one. Bye.